Last time on Dice Fall and Everyone Dies.
Now, let it be known that Crank Twiddleton is a purposeful swindler. Now, that was just an accounting error on our part, and I think we can solve this. Let's go ahead and get you that 5% discount immediately right here.
I would like you to make it 10.
I
just
paying
crave
it.
human companionship sometimes.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I can't help it.
No.
The bugbear in front of you has accidentally disarmed itself.
Poor choices.
You're telling me?
Welcome back to Dice Fall and Everyone Dies. I'm your GM Chris, and today we'll start off with a fun topic. Let's talk about extraplanar evils. Now, in the Pathfinder universe, this is likely a wider subject than you might realize. And while I might enjoy a lengthy diatribe into the nature of evil in relation to the universe and planes of Pathfinder, I think we should start off with a basic comparison, and that is the difference between devils and demons. I suspect many may already know the basic differences between the two if you've played tabletop RPGs for a while. Let's start with the premise that devils and demons are different creatures. Let's use our world for an example. We have the devil, capital D. This is the Christian adversary, the master of evil, often associated with Lucifer, the fallen angel of the Lord. There's a wonderful series about that. Then there is a devil, lowercase d, which is considered to be a minion of hell. As for demons, in our world, this is not a capital D demon. Definitionally, demons are considered evil spirits that possess and torment humans. Lowercase devils are used almost interchangeably with demons in the vernacular. In Pathfinder, that is not the case. The two creatures, while evil and out to do very terrible things to players, have very different traits, abilities, and personalities, and these divergences of evil philosophy mold the game mechanics around each of them. Let's first take a look at demons. What makes a demon terrifying is that they start from a mortal soul. And when a mortal soul is judged by Pharasma, who happens to be the goddess of birth, death, and fate, just a little shindig, that soul gets sent to the abyss with the weight and nature of their sin and gets transformed into a demon. The deep down dark of that mortal soul becomes a seed that is cultured and tormented in the abyss of chaos and reshapes itself into a mockery of life and a celebration of sin. Demons are spirits of desire and sin manifested on the outer planes, and they seek to indulge and destroy for the pleasure of the act. You do not reason with a demon. You do not make deals with a demon. The only limiter of a demon is their drive to continue their revelry in sin and the self-preservation instinct. Force and fear are the only restraints on a demon. So how about devils? Well, if demons are like the darkness that underlies the ego, devils are the darkness of the superego. You see, devils adhere to laws in a twisted, power-hungry society. Rules and laws are tools for the goal of corrupting mortal souls to make a valuable point. What is that point? Well, I hope your GM understands the nature of evil enough to find one. You see, the better whatever the reason is in the game will make it more fun. Devils, because of their rules, can be bargained with, and treated with, and sometimes even neutrally admired. And that is the terrifying aspect of the devil. Everything will seem logical, reasonable, like it was always your intention from the very beginning. But it'll only be your mistake, the flaw of being a mortal, that damns your soul to hell. You see, if you, the mortal player, were a better character, and you knew not temptation, you never would have agreed to take the devil's handout. You could have made the hard choice, but you didn't. And now you have crossed the line, and you can never go back. Devils will take their due, because you signed the contract. Now on Galarion, demons seek absolute destruction of every mortal soul and potential thing of goodness. Devils, on the other hand, seek to control mortals for their own ends. Typically, you can consider planar conquest and control kind of thoughts. Mortals are caught between these two evils as the two fight them out every time they cross paths. Demons care for nothing, no rules, care for no bargains, and they'll sate their desire on any potential target. A tool that does not suit its function is of no use to a devil and should be annihilated. The two creatures just don't get along. And mortals, well, they're often left choosing between the devil they know versus the demon they can't fight. So remember that when you start to judge those from Cheliax. Now, narratively speaking, these creatures provide lenses in which to examine characters and player choices. Demons work well as allegories against sin and overindulgence. Devils help show that control taken too far can justify any sin, and all within the confines of rules. Golarion, it's not a place of endless comedy, sunshine, and rainbows. The writers of the world have taken painstaking efforts to represent the spectrum of the human condition amid magic, dragons, and very real gods, angels, and devils. Taffy, Stano, Bread, Demos, they inhabit Golarion. And together, we discover their adventures with every episode and learn more about them with every choice. As the GM, my goal is to continue to present those characters with challenges and opportunities to test their mettle. I am to invoke the core of these characters in my players so that they're as real to them as my voice is to you listening. Will they become devils or demons? Maybe even angels? I do know that they're mortal because at any moment, one roll of the dice and their fate might end with a rapid meeting of Pharasma, goddess of death. Medvik might have a lot of buttons earned that day. Speaking of rerolls, if you would like to help keep this podcast from meeting Pharasma before its time, please go ahead and rate and share the podcast on any platform that you're listening. It really helps out and makes our heart sing a saxophone melody of epicness. Now, when last we left off, our party was exploring the southern wing of the ground floor. Let's check in on them. So
Stano's gonna go in after these idiots, by the way. She was like signing the rental agreement with Yolecha and everything.
And so you see that they're, not including the one you just entered, there are 3 other doors, one heading to the south and 2 heading towards the west.
There are so many doors in this place. I'm tired of it.
Well, and it's you do feel like you're entering into like a complex portion of it, right? So where Yolecha's had her fort set up was probably the sleeping area and private quarters.
Can I look for tracks?
You
CKS.
can. Give me a perception check.
Would that be nature? Or survival?
Survival can work.
23. No, 24.
So from what you can tell, it looks like the southwestern door was recently opened and closed. And
Guys, the southwestern door was recently opened and closed.
other than that, most of the area appears to have a layer of dust of disuse.
Shall we move forward then?
Going to tell us it's dusty too?
Oh, the rest of it's dusty. So dusty.
Is it?
Achoo.
Gesundheit.
Gracias.
Denata! Wait.
What are these words?
Darian.
Hello?
I think that's how you say you're welcome in French, by the way.
So what door do y'all want to enter through?
What's the closest one again?
The one that was recently opened and closed.
Okay.
But, like, can we open it slowly and peek around?
No. Yes. Yes, we can.
I can use thievery to sneak. Would that be opening it slowly and peeking? Would that be thievery? Or stealth?
It'd be stealth.
That would be diplomacy.
No, it wouldn't.
I don't know. It's being diplomatic with the door.
So,
I want to check it for traps and locks and all that.
alright, that would be thievery.
Okay. 15.
Hello?
From what you can tell, the door appears to be unlocked and untrapped.
Okay. Now stealthily open it. No boots, please. No kicking. Let's just be chill.
Why are you just staring at me? What's that supposed to mean? Are you insinuating Stano kicks in a lot of doors?
Yes.
It's true, her childhood door at home back in Agorian has like a boot print on it. Her parents are like, thank the gods she's gone.
So
All right.
as you,
Well, I got a 13 for stealth. So
as you open the door, you see a large training chamber that holds rows and rows of moldering straw-filled dummies, many of them wielding wooden replicas of various martial weapons.
Stano feels an immense roll of nostalgia as she looks at those dummies.
can I look for arrows and stuff?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
DEI MOS
21.
for Davos.
So you see that the dummies themselves are filled with rotting straw. A lot of them are kind of falling apart. And as you begin looking for any leftover armaments like arrows, you see what appears to be a slightly open hidden door that's ajar to the wall to the south.
It's a jar?
It's a hidden door.
I know.
So is it a
The
door
southern
or a
wall
jar?
itself is
That's the joke I was trying to make.
the southern wall of this room looks like it's crumbled and exposed to the outside. And as you're kind of looking around before you catch a glimpse of the open passage door, you see what appears to be, you're like checking the dummies themselves, like maybe there's like some arrowheads, something that you could refit. And as you reach inside one, you find what appears to be some silver pieces.
What?
Give me a society check, Steno.
Okay. Can I give you that button back?
Lovely buttons.
This is important to me.
You would be surprised how important this information
God,
is.
I just rolled the same thing.
Taffy's gonna use her knowledge to do it.
Alright, give me a Hellknight lore.
9. Oh, a Hellknight? Oh, 9.
So that's 19. She pushes up imaginary glasses. Stano, I think you actually mean that it's this.
And so the first thing that came to Stano's mind that what these
she
were
giggles.
was some sort
I'm just
of
kidding.
weird hiding spot done by bandits. And then that's when Taffy does the finger on the invisible glasses and pushes them up the
You
bridge
don't
of her
wear
nose.
glasses.
Anymore.
She actually informs you that it's actually a tithe done by Hell Knight soldiers. Whenever they would do something particularly terrible or they would get hit by the dummies in practice, they'd have to pay a silver piece tithe to the dummy every single time.
So Stano has extensive military training from Chelyaks. Does she remember doing the same thing?
This is actually something very particular to the Hell Knight Order of the Nail.
Okay. That's her excuse for not knowing that.
And that's when Brett also realizes that he finds about 20 silver piece hidden amongst the dummies.
Would Taffy know if it's highly insulting to take it?
Does Bread care?
No, he does not.
Well, you see Bread taking it out anyway, but from your understanding, there's not an association of insult
Oh,
to
okay.
it. An unusual game that the trainers and recruits would play.
Cool. Odd.
So do you want to check out the secret door, or
Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
you also have an additional door to the west, as well as another door to the north.
Are they secret?
They are
Are
not
they
secret.
secret?
Just
So we want to see the secret door.
Mm-hmm, secrets.
And in fact, you also have an additional door that backtracks
So
and
many
leads
doors.
to the east. But we're going to go down through the secret door, right?
Secret door.
Secret.
All right,
Got a
who's heading
secret.
in?
Well, I was the one who found it, so I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm right
Okay.
behind Bread.
So the door is ajar.
Another jar?
Is it a door or is it a jar?
It's a door jar.
Oh.
I don't like these.
Does that mean
So
there's
does that mean there's
Does
a-
that mean there's a door jam?
Only if there's door peanut butter.
Oh, I
Let's
was
just go in the
mentally
freaking door.
imagining, like a small jar with like a little
Wait.
door in it.
You know what goes really good with jam?
Toast.
Bread.
He goes in and just doesn't care about whether they're following or not.
So this
I skipped down behind him.
He pulls out his bow.
this well-hidden closet holds
Oh.
dust-furred tables covered in jumbled but ominous accessories. There's a pentagram-covered tome, heavily
Ooh.
melted candles,
Dibs.
and scattered pieces of loose chalk, vats of moldy incense, and moth-eaten robes. Several empty and dusty weapon racks line it as well.
Taffy darts for the tome.
Stano's
Alright.
gonna step in, take a deep breath, go. I smell magic.
So, Taffy darts towards the tome, right?
Oh.
That's why I have this section saved. As soon as you enter 5 feet into the room towards one of the lovely
Knowledge is power.
and wonderful tables, it seems as though
Are the tables animate?
they're all mimics.
Oh,
no.
We're now facing a tribe of mimics.
Beholder
God.
just falls from the ceiling.
And rocks fall. And we're dead.
It's the name of the podcast.
I know.
I'll meta.
And a weirdly familiar sensation happens, Taffy. You step forward, and then all of a sudden, spear
Ah,
No!
from the wall.
Oh,
What's your AC, Taffy?
20 million. I have spear resist. It's 13.
Oh, nasty.
Here's the bad part.
Traps can't crit.
They actually can. We
Fuck.
already double checked it. You see,
Always.
this trap has plus 14 to hit.
Fucking what?
And this spear trap only has... That means it's got a 50% chance to crit Taffy. And it just crit Taffy. This spear, as Taffy gleefully begins running towards the tomes, the table filled with all of the delicious and occult goodies that she would be able to get her hands on, is going to get hit with double damage from this trap.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this the same trap?
It is a different style of trap. The other one was like spikes coming in from the door jamb. This one is a spear shooting out from the surface, and it catches Taffy
So she only
directly in the gut.
So she only has 2 holes in her dress this time.
Correct.
She's just aiming for regular people's knees.
Yeah.
Well, it goes up through her guts.
Oh.
She is impaled on this spear.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Christ.
I need to start rolling a new character, don't I?
How many times you gotta roll that die, Chris?
Well, its base damage is 2d6 plus 6.
Oh,
You're dead.
Christ.
So this is going to be 4d6 plus 6. So,
How much is like just straight up dead? It's 10 plus my health, right?
no, it's twice your health. Your
Okay.
max health. That's insta-kill. Now,
If you rolled really, really well,
Correct.
I'm dead.
correct. It does have an opportunity to instantly kill you. And you know how much the game doesn't want you to die, because every time I keep trying to sum up all of the numbers, my pencil lead keeps breaking. That's how much the game wants you to be alive. But I rolled a 1, a
Okay.
2, a 5, and a 4. So this
That's
means that
6,
you
so
take
12.
18 points of damage again.
I am unconscious and
Ah,
bleeding
You're
out.
unconscious and bleeding.
Looks like our taffy isn't so laughy. Oh
will
no.
stab you
Oh
myself.
no. What have I done?
I am going to instantly be getting out Soothe.
Do you use Soothe already? How many times can you cast that a day?
Demos has 2 first level
Oh,
spells.
thank God.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a
Also,
second. I'm
how
trying
is
to
he gonna
remember how
get
to
me
operate
off
it.
the spike without dying?
That's part of
So-
the spell.
Well, so here's the thing: is y'all do need to remove Taffy.
Okay, can I use my medicine check thing for
Hang
that?
on.
How do y'all want to extricate Taffy? You have
Is
a
this
few
a
seconds.
we need to do it medically or we need to do it like the trap will set off again? Did it or
You don't have enough experience with traps to do it. Right now, Taffy is impaled on the spear through her gut.
so we need to get her
Is
off the
unconscious.
spear.
Yes, she is on
Okay.
the spear.
That's a you.
Okay, that's a medicine, right?
Okay, doke.
Yes.
Give me a skill.
21.
All right, you're able to get Taffy off without causing any additional wounding from this.
Okay, and I'm going to use Soothe for that. That's my D10. Wherever the heck that went.
Bring on. This
Thir-
is like the
13.
third trap that I believe Taffy has fallen
She
into.
expected it to be in the door, not in the room itself.
You just got 13.
Oh wow.
Taffy sits up after you guys like heal, or after Demos heals her, and just is like,
Stop going first.
I want the book, but I don't want it that bad. I think I just saw my grandpappy. He said not yet.
What?
I don't
She
want to
died
know.
a little.
She died a lot.
Taffy's gonna look over. I don't feel so good, Shano.
I haven't seen that movie.
Aw. So how much did I get back? I'm sorry, 13?
13 points.
Okay, so we don't know if there's gonna be another trap if we go in further.
Right.
Is there?
So
Are there any like barrels or anything heavy around that we can like maybe throw into the room and
There
see
are
if it
training
sets off a
dummies.
trap? Oh yeah. Well, those are.
One
So-
of you hurl a training dummy in.
So y'all take the dummy and y'all begin kind of scooching it forward first, using it to.
like pushing it with the sword.
So this is a this kind of dual-chambered closet is about 20 foot deep and about 10 foot wide with all of the material. And using the training dummy, you're fairly certain that no other panels in the floor appear to be trapped, and you don't hear any mechanisms from the one that has sprung on your lovely Tafaxi. Right? You don't auto reset, right? Right? No, you don't auto reset. Thankfully, it does
Cool.
not auto reset. It tells me when they auto reset.
So wait, does that mean we can harvest the spear from it?
It is a very functional bloody spear at this point.
Does anybody want a spear?
Hmm.
I want it.
What are you gonna do with it?
Burn it.
Tafaxi, I don't think that's
Is it
how
just a regular spear?
metal works.
The whole spear is not metal.
Just a typical martial.
Chris, is the whole spear metal?
No, it's primarily wood with a metal tip.
Oh.
Typical spear. Sounds like nothing crazy.
So somebody should take it. We can use it as a throwing weapon.
So while y'all are in the area, give me a perception check.
16.
15.
I also got a 16.
What's your wisdom?
1.
You're better.
DM.
So that's fun for me to read, but that's just something that you should also just kind of say.
What?
I don't know how dragons
Does
speak.
anyone
but-
speak Draconic?
No.
Nope.
Speak infernal.
You hear Taffy saying something that is obviously a language, what sounds a bit like a lamentation.
It's fine. It's fine.
Stato's gonna drop some curse words in infernal. Just because she has no idea what Taffy just said.
Taffy's gonna giggle and say in Sylvan some more curse words. Does anybody know Sylvan?
Mm-mm.
What is Sylvan?
It's the language
It's a
of the
learning
elves.
center. Oh.
So,
Language of the elves.
Elven?
Yes.
I speak Elven.
Well,
Or it's
Not-
Okay,
Fae.
not just
Sylvan is
elves,
like
but
Elven
Fey elves.
proper.
Mine
It's like
just
the
says
difference between
Elven.
Spanish and Portuguese,
Oh, mine just says Elven.
right?
Yeah, essentially.
More
I
like
think.
Spanish and Latin, maybe.
Oh,
Spanish
that's a
and
better.
Latin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Because the Sylvan is used by the Fae.
Look at me, I'm a fae.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, I am though.
So,
I am.
You're a gnome.
as y'all begin checking out the room, what was
My
the highest
answer's
perception?
I had a 16.
Me too.
16?
I haven't rolled
15.
because I've been in traumatic
Bread had
shock,
better.
but I'll roll. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay. So,
I should have done that in the first place.
as y'all are spending time and Taffy is beginning to kind of come out of her
Shock.
shock from having been punctured again. So Bread and Stano end up covering or uncovering what is a loosely bound but otherwise intact manuscript that appears to describe everything relating to the Hellknight testing parameters.
Yeah.
It provides all of the details necessary to perform the test.
Is that the book with the pentacle on it or pentagram on it?
It
That is-
does?
Yes, it tells you everything you need to do to perform the Hellknight testing procedures.
So Stano and Bread both discovered this.
Yes.
Okay. Stano's going to very firmly take it and put it in her bag.
And then as Taffy's looking around, so in addition to the half-burnt candles, the pieces of chalk, different things that can be used as components, there are a few badges and religious symbols bearing the sign of Asmodeus. But there is also located a forgotten and sealed lockbox that Taffy discovers.
Stano's gonna pick up one of the religious symbols of Asmodeus and she's gonna kind of give it a weird look and half-heartedly tuck it into her bag.
Okay.
Taffy's gonna be like, I almost died for this. This is mine. She's gonna be like, can you please unlock it to Bread? Or
Is it-
Deimos.
Is it
It's a lock.
regular lock?
box.
It's not magic lock?
I'll detect magic.
You may want to die for it, but I don't.
That's fair.
It's a mimic.
Right? Everything's a mimic or a gelatinous cube.
You open, the cube pops out.
Right? Be my luck.
It's
a
a
baby cube!
it's a Lutheran
I
lockbox.
probably wouldn't kill it if it was a baby cube.
Jules, you good over there?
Yeah,
So
I was yawning.
there's nothing I like have to do. I just have to focus on it.
Okay.
Um,
You sense that the box itself isn't emanating magic, but you can sense that there's something in the box emanating magic.
It's a cube.
Bread, can you check for traps and unlock this for me, please?
He takes it sort of nervously, like he doesn't want to. This is kind of sketchy stuff for him, like this magic stuff. So he's kind of like,
As far as I can tell, there's nothing in there or in the box or on the box itself that'll hurt you. But just don't open it. Just unlock it and then hand it back to me, and I'll
Fine.
do the opening.
Can I get
Is that
an
wise?
aid from Deimos?
Yes.
It's better than getting Bread who can unlock locks killed.
Well, that was. I don't need that aid. That is a 26.
So
Oh,
between the
shit.
two of you, you quickly realize that it's definitely just locked, doesn't appear to be trapped, and together you're able to pop the lock on that.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
And inside, as you open it up, you see that on a bed of 31 silver pieces,
Yay!
there happens to be an unusual item.
I give Bread the money.
That's just going
Well,
into the.
it's going into the. Well, but he helped me unlock it, and I don't really care.
You see what appears to be a mummified elven hand,
Oh.
Oh.
on which hangs a
weird.
golden chain in its gnarled fingers that are locked in a peculiar pattern.
I know what that is.
So,
Arcane knowledge.
Taffy, give me a knowledge arcana.
Tilted. anybody else have arcane as well?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
So that's 10. No, I'm sorry, that's 13. If I spend a bit more time on it, can I?
You don't recognize it right off the top of your head. You think that if you had a little bit more time to study it, that you might be able to figure out what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to everybody. I just need a few more minutes, please.
You know, as somebody who comes from a very arcane kind of country, could Stano give it a society check?
Nope, this is knowledge arcana.
God damn it.
Do I need to
Good
reroll
try.
Arcana on the second? If I take time to do it.
Yep, but that'll be when you can take time to do it. Or, I mean, unless you want to allow Taffy time to
Yeah,
sit
we can
Yeah.
allow Taffy time to do that. Does the room look like it was used for a specific kind of ritual?
This looks like it was the preparatory room for the rituals for the Hellknight test. This is where they kept all of the reagents and things necessary for doing the devil summoning circles.
Was it a devil or a demon?
Devils.
Devil.
Now, you said there was a weapons rack earlier, didn't you?
There was
Yeah.
a weapons rack. And in fact, one of the things that Taffy ends up uncovering.
That was a nat 20, so that's 26.
Excellent.
Sid and I just double high-fived over her nat 20.
I kissed the die and rolled it, and it was nice to me. Thank God these are my dice. It would
Now
be
it's
weird if it was somebody else's.
Now it's got a crush on you.
Now it's got a crush on.
So, as Bread's noticing the weapon racks, he notices behind one of them is stashed a single silvered longsword that seems to have been left behind.
Ooh, that's nice. That's +1, right?
Oh.
Silvered.
Oh, silvered. No,
So
not
against
+1.
undead, right?
Yeah, undead and like werewolves, I would think, like
And
vampires.
devils.
Oh.
I think
Now-
that needs to go to our power attacker.
It is a longsword, though. It's not a great sword.
Oh, so it's not two-handed.
So it's better for you then.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
So, Taffy's probably going to need, consulting her books, probably at least 10 minutes, which is just enough time for Demos to do a medicine check on anyone who might have been injured.
Me.
Okay,
you
both
get
of them.
You
Who
can
has lower
pick
hit
one.
points?
I have 8 right now.
I have. Oh, he did definitely him then, because I have 13.
Got to beat a 15.
I definitely did.
Did you beat a 25?
No, 17 though.
All right.
I can't.
2d8 of healing towards Bread, and he won't be able to be treated again for at least an hour.
8 plus 8.
16.
I'm full.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, and so now Taffy, having, as y'all in this arcane closet, checked over everything. What was your second Arcana check after
26.
referencing your books? 26.
Yeah.
That is enough to know that you are actually dealing with a Hand of the Mage.
Ooh, what's this do?
For 2 actions, you can actually cast Mage Hand with it. So it allows you to cast Mage Hand without having to have it in your prepared spells or use your spell slots for the day.
Cool. I didn't have mage hand, so that works out really well.
It's a 2
Oh,
action.
wait. Let me.
Yep.
What is it called?
It's the Hand of the Mage.
Okay, let me get back to my character sheet.
That's worth 30 gold. We could hawk that.
You could hawk that. Too bad the person who would be buying it is not in town.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's gonna want this.
Nobody that
someone
can
over
afford
at
it.
the
Ain't no
Shaman's
other
Guild.
wizards or anything like that.
There might be 1 or 2 running around. There's definitely a couple breached in fanboys.
Wait, hang on. Excuse. The head of Shaylin's smile is an elf. Would she not feel weird about us showing up with a mummified elf hand?
The weirder part might be if it was one of their ancestors.
Eh.
Maybe then it's a family relic.
Then it's double.
Oh, that's clever, but she's not selling this. She almost died for it. She's not selling it.
So are we harvesting that spear? Did we decide to do that? Are we gonna break that off and?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, Stano's gonna do that. She's gonna break it off and like tuck it into her pack. Some of the throw.
Anyway, so I'm going to do a medicine check for
Well, so you
For
took
Cat.
about 10 minutes to do that. Do you want to spend another 10 minutes to allow one more medicine check?
yes.
All right, do it.
11.
So
Sorry, Taffy.
Yeah, you don't think there's too much more that you can do for Taffy at this point, just because you've already hit her with your soothe ability.
I have to wear it. I guess I'm wearing it on my belt.
Okay. So you see that there is one door to the north, and then there's the secret door that y'all entered in from.
Let's go to the door to the north.
Okie doke.
Stana's gonna poke it with her sword.
So it appears to be unlocked. Just want to go ahead and open it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you open this one up, and it appears to be a narrow 5-foot hallway that kind of arches around a room of some sort. It looks like it is leading to another area to the north. And do you want to proceed down that hall?
Sure.
So as you proceed down that hall, it looks like it ends in a particular passage where it is a panel door to open. And as you check it out, you see that it's also, this one looks like it is a type of lock, but you're looking at the back of another secret door.
One of you come over here. Try to get this lock.
I'm coming.
And it looks like this is the inside of the door, so all you need to do is find the latch, and as you open it up, it looks like it opens up into a roughly 15 by 15 foot room. Not like a full square room. Part of it is carrying along the outer wall, and in this area it looks like you have some additional pictures of Hell Knights set up. It looks like this is just part of a kind of receiving and setting room that has had most of its furniture damaged. And it looks like you have a door going to the north and a door going to the east.
Anything else interesting in the room?
Well, Wimble is giving some side eye to the paintings.
Stana's gonna reach back to touch the spear. Looking Wimble in the eye.
Please don't hurt him. And Wimble, hearing me ask softly and nicely, goes and does it anyway. Wimble!
As the painting rocks back and forth, give me a quick architecture lore.
Oh, both of us are just...
Do you have architecture lore?
Yeah.
18.
Yes.
Oh. 16.
So you're pretty sure that y'all walked around a chamber through this passage, and you think that there's something in between the training section and the promenade that y'all walked onto here. And you're pretty sure the door to the north leads to another one of the defense towers that y'all might have been in before.
Okay. So we're just in a place we've already been.
Yeah, as you open the door to the north, you realize, oh, we've been here before. There's another crooked painting.
Ugh. Okay, so I guess we backtrack.
Okay. So y'all head back and y'all go back around through the promenade into the arcane closet of diabolism, and then through the secret door y'all found that was open and ajar, and you're back in the training center. And so in the training center, you know the door that you came in and the secret door, but there's still 3 doors that you've not checked out. One to the north, one to the east, and one to the west.
Let's go north.
Yeah, let's go north.
All right. Who's going to open the door?
Not me.
I'll do it.
All right, Demos, you open the door, and you see what appears to be a floor-to-wall sequence of shelves that appears to still be holding some rotting provisions and cooking utensils.
Ew.
It's as though this room is, or the room itself, though, is disastrously filthy and has clearly been ransacked.
Any cooking implements left?
So as you're looking around, you actually see that there's some still dry shelf-stable goods that are in here.
Oh, I mean like pots.
Yeah, and as you're looking around the shelvings, and from what you can tell, there's probably enough material for about 8 rations, and you find what appears to be a silver knife.
Where'd you get that knife?
What do you have? A knife!
I'm gonna
Oh,
try
yeah.
to gather as much of it as I can to take back to the goblins later.
Okay, you have 8 rations worth.
Can I have that knife?
Sure.
Why?
Just because I only have a staff. Like, literally, that's the only weapon she has.
Could have used it as a dagger.
Yeah.
So in this...
Is it a butter knife or like a legit knife?
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
I'll use
You
it
could
as
use
a
it as a
knife.
dagger. So in this room, you see that there is a room heading to the east as well as to the west.
Sorry. Let's go west.
Head west?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, who's going to open the door?
I'll do it.
You're gonna check for traps, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. It appears to be unlocked and does not appear to be trapped.
Okay.
We move.
Alright, and so who's entering in first?
I will.
Alright, and who's behind Bread?
Stano is.
I'm behind Stano.
Alright, so Bread opens the door. As y'all move into the room, make sure that I describe this appropriately to you. So it's about a 10-foot wide partial hall. So 10 foot wide, 10 foot deep, that then opens up to the left. And as you round it, you see what appears to be a pentagram circle into the ground.
Mm.
Its flagstones are all painted entirely black, and this sprawling and irregularly shaped room contains the circle and sunken area in the middle. This arena's edges are painted in a deep crimson and has an ominous crimson pentagram in its center. As you look from what is probably the observation area and you see out across, everyone give me a quick perception check.
I don't see
9.
anything.
21.
8.
20.
Okay. So as y'all enter into the area, you see a handsome and dark-haired man in matte black armor, wielding an heirloomed greatsword, moving with confident and assured technique, while engaged in what appears to be combat with a snickering imp. You see what appears to be an Order of the Nail insignia on the sleeve, and on a part of the armor, what appears to be a symbol of Asmodeus. And then as Stano begins looking across, she sees what she knows is obviously an advanced Hellknight armature.
She's headed. I hate you so much. I hate you 100%. I swear to everything. This is why Aridin abandoned us.
Taffy turns to Stano and she's like, wow, he's dreamy.
What?
Do you not see him?
Stano's heading over towards him. She's already got her sword out.
So just as you're walking forward, he brings down a slash against the imp that he's facing, bringing it down, plunging his sword into its head, twisting, and making sure that it is fully beheaded.
Okay, that would have been the time to play that.
As he turns and notices you after having defeated the imp, he looks towards you, gives you kind of a wan smile.
Is it a sexy smile?
It's a little sexy.
Deimos like peeking around from behind her. It's like, excuse me.
Stano, perform a will saving throw.
Shut up.
He goes, "Greetings, my name is Alex
Mage
Stavro.
lights in pink.
Why?
Because
One must always make sure that these nasty little buggers are properly finished off. My predecessors
sorry.
here had lost sight of that.
I tuck back behind Stano a little more. I'm like, maybe he doesn't like short people.
Good fighting. She's gonna step forward, obviously, like, put her sword away, because she doesn't want to feel threatening. Offers a hand. Stanos Amdamal.
My lady Amdamal, that might have been
premature. It seems we have a couple more of these bloody little hell monkeys as he points up with his sword above, and then there are 2 more imps about to descend upon y'all.
Bye, Asmodeus. She's gonna pull her sword out.
Yeah, I think we can do this combat. Okay.
Cool.
Let it go forward. So everyone already had their perception checks.
I need to go last.
What did you roll?
8.
Yeah.
All right.
What is his name?
Alec Stagram.
A-L...
A-L-A-K.
Oh.
S-T-A-G-R-A-M.
Alec is the sexy form of Alex.
Shut up. Fun fact, Stana was so startled, she almost introduced him with her last name. Oh, almost introduced herself with her last name.
Wait. Just her last name?
No.
Her other last name.
How many last names do you have?
About as many first names as you have, at least.
Good point.
That's where we needed, like, the Mexican standoff music.
I can add that in post. Okay.
Why do you need to know what last names she has?
If it helps, my name is actually Tafaxi Odaxi.
We know.
But you guys can still call me Taffy.
Odoxy.
Taffy,
Yeah.
we know.
Thank you, Odoxy.
Oh, but...
Okay, Taffy,
Taffy.
yours was 8.
Yeah, mine was 8.
And then Stanos.
Was 9.
Alec, you
Demos
can
is?
call me Taffy too.
20.
She was thrown off.
And then hides
And
behind
Bread?
Stano again.
21.
By the way, I legitimately mean she's like right up against like the back of your leg because she hates things that come from the sky, and also is afraid
Because
that Alec.
of the bats?
Yes, and also she's kind of afraid that Alec will think she's an imp.
She looks nothing like an imp.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Irrational fears.
You see Alec take his greatsword and appears to ready an action for when the imps come down in his formal stance. And he tells y'all, I hope you've got some silver here. It'll help if you have a silver weapon.
Yeah.
And then it is Bread's turn.
Well, Breads did not ready that silver weapon.
Oh.
Because
no.
he already had too many things in his slots.
Well, you could
so
ready one now.
I'm gonna dig it out of my pack or whatever, and
Okay.
then ready it.
All right.
And
so-
that's 1d8. What do I get for hit? Was it a damage bonus or is it a hit bonus?
it plays on. It goes through resistances.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll see how it goes.
All right. So you have an action ready for when they come down. Demos.
They're not in.
They are presently up towards the ceiling and have yet to take an action themselves.
Yeah, I'm going to do a few different cantrips. I am going to do shield on myself because I don't want to be hit. And then I'm going to do guidance on probably Stano and inspire courage for everybody else.
Excellent. Get that bardly buffing going on. Let's see, we have 5 wonderful people that these imps can jump down and harry. Let's see who we're going to pick today. We'll have it be random. They don't know much else about him. The first one is going to swoop down towards Bread.
Of course.
So, Bread, you're going to get your reaction on them as it moves into your threatened square. So you'll be able to make a strike at him.
I guess
So-
it's +5. I guess.
So, this is the silver longsword, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you should be trained in martial weapons,
Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
and so you're going to get your trained bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be 2 plus your level for your proficiency.
Plus
So that's
Inspire
3.
Courage.
Inspire courage. That's going to give it 4. And then what's your strength?
2.
All right, so that gives you a +6 to hit.
Okay. 23.
23 hits. Roll damage.
8.
8 damage.
Plus, is there a plus strength? I guess.
Oh, so you rolled a natural 8.
Yeah.
So yes, that's going to be plus. That's definitely plus your.
So 10.
So 10 total damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you cut into it, and the silver sizzles against its skin, seeming to cut in through any type of resistance it may have. And you leave this gash across the imp itself as it moves down towards you. In the process of it, it attempts to... It is going to begin activating its diabolic healing. And it is going to attempt to regenerate some of the damage that you just did to it. And you see some of the wound closing as it wiggles its impish fingers next to you. And only because you had already drawn and slashed across, and it is out of the reach of Steno's blade, can it pull this out. And then it is going to do an interesting temptation. You see, it seems this imp wants to bargain with you a bit. You, the one from old Corvosa, we've heard of you. Such a long stint you did at the hands of ones who don't understand thine trauma. But if you deal with me, as it flaps its wings towards you, I'll forgive your misunderstanding, and we can work out something amenable for both of us. Make a will save.
17.
Do you wish to deal with the devil?
No.
But we could make such beautiful casualties together.
That's not what I imagined was going to come out.
And the other one is going to dip down towards Steno. And in the process,
Is it gonna provoke an attack of opportunity?
presently Steno is considered, or Steno hasn't gone yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose oh, your weapon's not drawn. You put it away to shake hands.
Oh shit.
Oh, dang.
Well, that was very long.
God damn it.
What about an unarmed strike?
She could punch it.
You could punch it.
She's not afraid to.
It transforms into a medium-sized giant spider
Oh.
as it's flying down and attempts to
Ouch.
fang into you and inject poison.
Ugh.
What is Steno's... Well, while transforming, you have an opportunity to punch it.
She's gonna punch it.
Try to punch it.
Can I power attack that punch?
No, because power attack takes 2 actions.
12.
12 doesn't hit.
Mm.
And it attempts to sink its fangs into you.
Well, she gave a good gusto.
Did she, though?
What's that plus?
Not that good. I mean, she didn't
Don't
hit it.
start.
What's Steno's AC?
18.
It hits.
You're going to need to make a fortitude save.
God damn it. Okay.
As both fangs pierce down through a break in your armor as they
22.
go deep into your neck, dealing critical damage.
Shit.
They critically hit me?
It did.
Fuck that dude.
Wow.
28 or more.
I rolled really well. I rolled just under what it takes to do a critical card.
Don't embarrass her.
And so you take a total of 7 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
as well as an additional 7 points of venom being injected into you. But you don't.
That's
seem...
14 points of damage, right?
Mhm.
Cool. She's down to 5.
Well, okay.
And it attempts to rear back its fangs for another strike
She's gonna
On its-
swear at it in Infernal.
on its next round. Because it takes 3 actions to do that. To move down and all that good stuff. Steno.
She's gonna pull her sword. She's gonna power attack.
Alright.
She's pissed. She feels embarrassed in front of a Hell Knight. That should get her a bonus.
So what, and you're using your
I'm gonna
Steno-
turn in a button.
How many buttons does Steno have remaining?
2.
Hmm?
2.
Good. See what happens to your rolls as Medvik collects his toll.
So 15 plus.
Don't forget,
Hang on. I know. 27.
27 is a critical hit.
Yeah!
That's double damage. Do you need more d12s?
Hang on. So it's already 2d12.
So it's your third d12.
But
So
it's-
3d12, because when you're in multiple dice, you're adding on an additional weapon die.
Oh.
Okay. So it's at 3d12?
Yes,
Okay.
3d12 plus your strength.
Oh.
Was that a natural 20 though?
No.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot how to do math. 17 damage.
You feel your sword come down at the perfect angle. Like you should fully cleave its head off.
Oh,
But the
no.
toughness of its hide is enough to leave it barely standing as you force it out of its spider shape back into its original. Deep gash from the top of its shoulder down through its tiny imp body. It appears to be battered and bloody after your strike.
She's gonna
And it-
swear at it again in Infernal. I don't even know if
the-
imps speak Infernal.
What's the damage on that knife? Was it 1d4?
Yes, dagger is a 1d4. It appears to be highly unhappy at you, but it is now Taffy's turn. You just saw this imp transform into a devilish looking spider, sink its fangs deep into Stano's neck, and then as Stano draws out her greatsword, pushing the spider imp off, slashes down, and there's now a bloodied imp on the floor that is looking the worse for wear, and it is now Taffy's turn.
Kill it.
So the first thing Taffy's gonna do is hit her chest and cast shield.
Okay. A circular shield bubbles in the air next to you. Boop. You have 2 actions remaining, Odaxi.
So if Taffy shifts just a little and casts past Stano's leg,
Mm-hmm.
how many creatures are in a line? For 30 foot.
So you're trying to do a line attack
Mm-hmm.
towards it, and you're trying to get both of the creatures in?
Yeah.
You can probably get both of the creatures in.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Grim Tendrils.
Now, to get that, though, both Bread and Stano
Oh shit, never
would
mind.
be in the line as well.
No.
Because
Never
it's
mind.
not just enemy creatures.
Just a moment.
Even if she just like leans out from
Yeah.
Stano's leg. Yeah, okay, fair.
Because they are hungry for life.
Mm-hmm.
And they would put their spines into any living thing it had the
That's fair.
opportunity for. Which is what happens when you call upon the dark necromantic powers.
Stano really doesn't need any more damage, guys.
Yeah, especially because typically when Taffy hits with a spell, Taffy hits high damage with a spell. Next thing you know, you and Bread drop, and it's just because from the grim tendrils that's there.
Don't embarrass her in front of the Hell Knight, guys.
only people left standing are the 2 beefy looking ones.
Ah, God.
Alright, what's Taffy doing?
Oh, well, Acid Splash. It's an attack spell roll.
Okay.
Spell attack. If you hit, you deal 1d6 acid damage plus 1 splash acid damage, and I rolled a 20.
Don't forget your
Natural
+1
20?
on that.
Yes, natural 20, so that's a critical success.
Plus your
Plus,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Fire Courage.
Well,
and
it's a
that
natural
also
20.
works on
It hits, and
Oh.
it's a critical success, which
Yeah.
means you also get a spell card.
However,
the initial
does
damage
add to damage.
Cool bean.
heightened. Let's see.
Oh, it adds
Oh,
to...
yeah. On
Okay.
a critical success, the target takes 1 persistent acid damage. So let me roll. It's 1d6.
Kill it.
Before you roll your damage, you need to take your critical card and read it's under the magic section. Now you don't have to take the effect if you do not want to, but I'd like you to read the magic effect.
Terrifying display. The target is frightened 3 for a bomber spell.
So, in addition to doing your double damage, you're also going to terrify it in the process.
Nice.
So
Well, it's
roll
probably.
your double damage.
Oh yeah, and I need to roll another. And it's plus my spell modifier, right?
Yes, should be +7.
Okay, so... Oh, God. Okay, well...
Oh, wait. You're looking at damage?
Yeah.
So your ability modifier, if I remember correctly. So it should be +4. Because you've already done your hit, you've already done your hit.
Oh, right.
And so 2 weapon die damage, so 2...
Okay, so 5, 9...
Plus inspire courage.
Persistent damage.
Plus inspire courage.
How much does +2?
+1.
So, let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the acid damage. +1 splash acid. Is the other imp close enough to get in the...
The other imp is not close enough to get
that's
that
fine.
splash.
So that splash just, like, hits the ground and just bleh.
So you do your acid splash on it, and you see the look on its face as you hit it point blank where the eyes are. As they begin melting, the head dissolves. The spine is the only thing that stands up as the imp falls backwards, dead.
Good shot.
Thanks.
Gross.
That was a cantrip, so I can do it multiple times a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please
that's
do
pretty
it for
awesome.
the other one later.
Oh yeah, I will. That's all my actions.
And then Alec moves up to the other one, now flanking with Bread.
Oh, flanking.
What was Stano?
Did he just crit?
And he just natural 20'd himself with his greatsword.
Stano, he's really dreamy.
What are you getting at?
Well, you like Hell Knights.
She also likes me.
Are you still strumming?
I'm trying.
And
Deimos
Now-
aggressively banjos.
Pay attention to me.
Mumford and Sons.
Ah, Christ.
you watch as he takes his sword from the inner thigh all the way up through the sternum and wings, slicing the imp in half. A gout of blood, a total of over 22 points of damage.
Jesus!
Hey, you want to join that group?
How do you
Taffy!
feel about buns?
Delivered directly into the imp. His hair whipped back in a wry smile across his face. And he looks down
Taffy
at the
might
imp
be half in love with him
to
too.
each side. Always have to kill these bloody little hell monkeys and make sure they're dead permanently.
Whoa.
Everybody has a crush on him now. So Taffy doesn't know how to read a room. Hey, do you mind if I take the wings off the one I killed?
You're
What?
more than welcome to it, young one.
So Taffy goes with a silver dagger and cuts off the wings. She has plans.
And as Taffy is salvaging
She likes
wing
wings
leather,
and hates flying things, apparently.
Alec takes a dark cloth from his bag,
Oh, she's not...
cleans his sword, and puts it back into its scabbard.
Just for clarification, she's not getting the leather off the wings. She's taking wing and all. The plan is to make a little thing she can strap on to have little bat wings.
So Deimos is going to abruptly pop in front of Stano's face like, hey, you need healing.
Deimos doesn't know how to read the room either.
She's
No,
taking
he
a
kno-
half step back, like, okay.
The thing is, he knows how to read the room, and he doesn't like the situation.
He
Okay.
feels threatened.
Yes, he's going to do a medicine
is
because
my
he
turn.
hasn't on her
The
yet.
Kavosin walks up to Alec.
And
pulls
I
out
got a
something
natural
from-
20 on that, but I only get a +4.
He pulls
Okay.
out something from his pack.
Inspire courage, so +1, right?
Yeah.
So we have a couple things happening at once here. So with the natural 20 on the treat wounds, that should still be a critical success, and so you'll get 4d8 to heal.
Nice.
And so while Demos is busying his attention on Stano, Bread, you approach Alec, and as you do, he says to you, I thank you for your assistance.
By the way, I suspect you're not looters at this point. Who are you then, if you please?
He pulls out something from his pack,
29.
opens his hand towards him. Do you like cheese?
Whatever you're doing over there, cease.
Fred, what are you doing?
Seeing if he likes cheese.
Anyway, so Stano's at full health because I rolled 29.
Now Taffy's actually curious, so she's like listening to see what he says about the cheese thing.
Why, yes, I do, along with the fine Chianti. Unfortunately, I don't believe the wine cellar is
And
going to
some
be
fava
intact at this
beans.
point.
Chianti and fava
You're
beans.
so funny.
Tabby just looks over at Brett, giggles. You got a crush. She goes back to hacking off the wings.
Yeah, it's fine if it's him. It's being weird, but whatever.
I see you resisted the temptation from the imp.
Wait, is Alex still talking to Brett?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Although I'm not always the greatest at resisting temptation.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Just so you guys know, if you guys embarrass Stano in front of this Hell Knight, she will rend you limb from limb.
We're just making asses of ourselves, not a Stano at this point.
Give me a diplomacy check, Brad.
Oh no. It's terrible.
Can I
diplomacy.
assist?
Yes, please. Can't you?
This,
Please.
this one's a solid bread one.
Oh. I want to be the wingman over there.
Only 13.
Are you sure I can't
You,
assist?
you don't have a plus to that?
Nope.
Oh boy.
Wait, yes you do. You have +1.
Oh.
For what?
Inspire your cur.
That stops when we're out of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh! Button, 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 button.
What'd you roll?
A 7?
Do you have another button?
You
can
can't.
only use
Nope,
one.
can't do that. Can only do it once.
Typically, before I break bread with another individual, I like to know their name first.
His name's Brad!
Now he
As
feels
he looks
like an
towards
ass.
the gnome. Well, that's awkward.
Is Brad gonna give him a name?
The whole party turns and looks at Brett.
The Chelish are very tempting, aren't they, Fred?
Is he Chelish?
Actually, yeah, is he Chelish?
I mean, he's a Hell Knight.
Doesn't mean he's Chelish.
True.
Alec offers each of you a disarming and charming smile.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
Do we
am
have to roll will saves?
Armiger Alec Stalgrim of the Order of the Nail, formerly of Citadel Alterain, but currently of Citadel Vraid in Varisia. He gives a formal bow, focusing primarily on Stano. How nice it is to meet you in this
Aw,
beautiful
poor Brett.
and well-kept estate.
I like him. He's friendly.
He quirks his eyebrow up as he says estate.
I've shoved the wings in like a side pouch to the pack so that Luna doesn't eat it.
Stano's gonna fully straighten up to her tallest, basically. Of course. We weren't expecting to see any actual Hell Knights here.
Well, I'm not quite a Hell Knight yet. I've not earned the right to wear the full armor, but I hope to someday. And I'm not here on official business anyway. I'm merely, well, you could say on holiday.
This is holiday?
Hell Knights have a peculiar sense for holidays, yes.
Need to see more sun.
Alec, where are you from?
As I said, I am from Varisia.
Well, you're currently stationed in Varisia, you said.
Can I roll a society check to see if Stano can tell if he's, like, Varisian or Chelish?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm gonna do that as well.
20.
Oof. Well, you beat me.
So, from his introduction, to be formerly of Citadel Alterain would imply that his original birthplace is likely from Isker,
Okay.
but his lineage is likely Chelish.
Gotcha.
So he is Iskari of Chelish blood, born in Isker and then raised in Varisia.
Well, once Chelish, always Chelish. But
What
she's
up?
going to, again, extend her hand.
He takes it in a... How do you extend your hand, actually?
She's intending a handshake.
Like this, kind of probably, like, or maybe like a formal, like.
So,
But she's not, like, stiff about it, because she knows that sometimes that... She's used to formal society, so she knows he may not want specifically to shake her hand.
so like a warrior's handshake.
It's not what I'm intending.
So are you thinking a
More.
former court?
Yes.
So do you want to do the masculine form or the feminine form?
Feminine.
He's gonna bow over your hand and kiss your knuckles.
He takes...
Don't.
Alec, seeing your hand extended, quirks an eyebrow with a wry smile, takes your hand and does a deep, formal greeting.
Oh, Christ.
Deimos is just staring at.
I see my lady is also on holiday.
A bit of an escapade.
As your compatriot said, Hell Knights do have interesting choice on holidays.
Of course.
This is probably the first time any of y'all have seen this type of bow from someone.
Not me.
I think he means towards.
It is
Stano.
it's not just a
Oh, a Hell Knight specific, like, nobility?
right. It is a mix between the chivalrous bow as well as the courtly bow. And so part of what this is the one hand in the other, the feminine over top, the masculine under bottom hold,
Mm-hmm.
with a full bend down to the knee, but in almost like that of a lunge, held as the classic knight to princess style.
Excuse me.
It is the full royal courtly bow.
Stano is used to this, but it's been a long time since anybody's bowed to her like this. And she feels very uncomfortable that she didn't give him her full name.
And that's what happens when your DM rolls a natural 20 on his checks.
Jesus.
Taffy is gonna
So he knows
scrounge
everything.
in her pack and pull on a cloak because she's in tatters and she feels bad about it. She's embarrassed because of how formal and like noble he is. She's nobility and like looks like shit.
How noble is Taffy?
Remains to be determined by you guys.
So, like everybody else in the group, we're all like,
Yeah.
we're noble, but we're not telling you how much.
Has Deimos not told us how noble he
Nope.
is?
Well,
Well, wait, Deimos is noble?
Yes.
Oh.
Stano,
Sort of.
As noble as you can get from Andorran.
Well, as far as you can tell,
Stano knows
Taffy is normal.
exactly how noble he is because he is not exactly shy about telling her, but he has told no one else.
So what would y'all like to ask Alec while you have him here?
You want to join our party?
No.
We're clearing out the castle out terrain. Getting rid of all the rabble, as you would say. And I heard there's cultists in the basement.
The basement, you say?
Yeah, you want to join us? It'll be fun. Can I roll a persuasion check?
Yes, go ahead and give me a diplomacy check on that one.
Can I add to it my courtly graces?
In this case, no.
Oh, god damn it. Oh! Oh! Oh!
She nat 20'd.
Nice.
Okay, so that's diplomacy, that's 26.
Speaking of the basement, I do happen to have some business down there. I'd be more than happy to assist you in clearing it out of any aggressive forces.
Awesome. My name's Taffy. Tafaxio Daxi. But you can call me Taffy.
What color's Taffy's hair?
Pink.
A rosy, frolicked one as yourself, who can pack twice the power in such a diminutive frame, will be a wonderful ally to carry with, especially if you can continue to take heads like this imps here.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
So, shall we away?
Yes.
Of course.
And as you each prepare to figure out and explore the room that you're in, we'll just have to go on across that next time as we deal with the now new burgeoning love triangle.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Between Alec, Brad, and Stano.
No, it's like a quadrangle.
Because Davos is over there.
The love square. The evolution.
Taffy's just eating the popcorn on the side, like, I watch K-drama.
Wimble's sitting on the rafters, throwing back a swill of vodka that he saved with him.
She has a whole water skin of vodka for Wimble alone.
Oh, man.
In a little hut not too far from our friends, a little half-blooded elf schemes and writes. Oh, she writes such pretty things in her journal. Upon seeing the smoke rising from this backwaters town hall, I knew exactly where my missing scroll had absconded towards. Despite my charity in lifting up the skills of the one halfling in a 50-mile radius with decent handwriting, he turns upon his better. Once a thief, always a thief. Calmont would quickly turn upon his own mother to save his furry ass cheeks, though. So my only option left is to use the back door that I discovered in the Hellknight records. I shall use the last of my coin to hire out some discreet mercenary band in case someone from Breachill gets curious about my disappearance. Our time on the road has yielded several fantastic assistants, though. It's been too long since I felt the chilling energies flow through my fingers and tasted the essence of power that can be wrought from harvesting souls. And with my expanded force, I can delve into these caverns to find those gates. Then my funding will be secured, and the Guild of Extraordinary Assassins will be born. Though I may need to work on the name.